Okay, welcome back peeps to Hobbies and Gadgets.
Got me thinking on better days.
Hopefully this video helps you lot out, and hopefully you hit that like button, subscribe and carry on watching. Okay, so we're going to talk about diesel heater codes, and yes, I've stated in the title this will get any of your codes off your diesel heater. The funny thing is, let me tell you a little story first. The funny thing is, I had a message last week sometime from one of you guys, can't remember your name, sorry, regarding smoke from your diesel heater. Yes, smoke. And while I was reading that message, I just wanted to switch mine on low, and no joke, I thought my van time warped or something. It's like, how can I say, it's like Back to the Future. My van was smoking white. The van looked like it was hovering, and I thought, wow, I wish I had one of those buttons where I can set that and I will keep that function. Anyway, I wasn't pissed off with it, to be honest, because I thought, what's going on? And I didn't have no tools to tamper around with it or anything. So obviously I'm back now and I solved the issue today. So I had EO5 coming up as the error, and usually if you're familiar with diesel heaters like I am, you know EO5's got nothing to do with blockage. EO5 usually for electric, 12 volts, under voltage and stuff like that, and your pump, what people don't know. So don't just follow the instructions, because if you follow E5 or E10 or E8 or E7 or a stuck fan, I'm giving you an etc., you'll just pull your hair out, you'll be bald. So let me give you a little tip. It's up to you if you want to follow. If you don't want to follow, don't follow. But tip number one, fucking clean your diesel heater out. Simple. I have a video step by step how to clean your diesel heater, but what people don't realise, they think they can run these things all year round without servicing them. It's like a car, peeps. Trust me, this thing is a mini little motor, what a lot of people don't understand. And the funny thing is, I just done I think 2 months or a month ago, I've done a video how to clean a diesel heater, and I've only fired that up 3 times, and it had so much carbon inside there, it was like a sugar sherbet. I could have filled up a jar, no joke, this is no joke, I could have filled up a jar of coffee, and I've only used it 3 times. So I'm not sure what went on there. I don't know how that got so much carbon, but it did. It did. Anyway, tip number 2, if you don't want to dismantle, is get a cap and block, or tissue or whatever, and block the intake hole, not the exhaust, the intake. And what usually happens, your glow plug will get so hot it will burn all the carbon inside the chamber, and usually it clears all the shit out of the exhaust. That is tip number 2. But if you want to bump that cleaning process up a bit, use some DPF cleaner inside your diesel tank. I've used it and never had an issue, to be honest. I've only had an issue since I've done that video, a how-to video for you guys, to show you how to clean a diesel heater. Plus I wanted to do it because I moved my diesel heater from one place to the other. It was sitting there and I had the advantage to clean it, if you know what I mean, and make a video. So tip number 3, if you're not going to dismantle and you're going to follow the instructions, or follow a few of my instructions, the first thing I would look at is your exhaust. If it's got an S-bend like this, that's one of your issues, because what's going to happen, all the condensation, all the fuel, what don't get burnt, it's going to sit, and then it's going to make the hole in the exhaust smaller, or sometimes creep back up into the chamber, and then you're going to create loads of carbon. I have my exhaust going straight down like so, and I have no issues like that. The only thing is, obviously, let me just flip you around and show you something. I've just built this box and I've got the exhaust there. You can see, you might think, oh, why has it got the exhaust inside the van? The reason is more heat. I wanted to lift it off the ground. It's all sealed here, so you know, there's no leaks, but the only thing is I've only got 2 foot of exhaust. So what is happening, if I switch that on, I don't get no smoke now, but the fumes are coming up from the hole because obviously the exhaust is just, I don't know, about that much out. So I need an exhaust extender. I'm trying to get the whole exhaust. I don't want to put no kinks or you know, connectors on. I just want a bigger exhaust so I can put it right at the back. But as you can see, my exhaust going straight down, so the fuel's just hitting the floor and it's working like a treat. Okay, tip number 4, peeps. If you changed your fuel pump, make sure you get the right one. There's about 4 to 3 different models of pumps, and if you get the wrong one, it can cause lots of different error codes. A lot of people don't know that either. So make sure you've got the right fuel pump, and make sure your fuel pump is in the right way. A lot of people's putting it the wrong way, and yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. Right, tip number 5, peeps, is a lot of people don't realise that the diesel heater, well, not all of them, most of them I think, or the one I've got definitely got it, it's got a carbon monoxide tester on the head. So if any fumes go up the intake pipe, it will switch off. And what a lot of people don't realise, they're running their vehicle, obviously I do this as well, I run my vehicle to keep this topped up, the battery's topped up, and then when the meter gets to red, I switch it off, then the battery stays stable. But what a lot of people don't realise, if your exhaust is near your intake pipe, your fumes will switch off your remote control sensors on your diesel heater. So it will fire up, working perfect, and after 10 minutes, once the sensors are kicked in, it just dies down your unit and it brings up an error code. Usually I think it's E08 or E05 I got. I don't know why E05, because as I said, E05 is low voltage and fuel, and I think it's fuel pump as well, or fuel blockage pump or something like that. So tip number 6, always check your intake pipe. My intake pipe had loads of holes in it, it's getting a bit brittle, and as I said, the carbon dioxide, all the fumes was going up the pipe, only a little bit of fumes as well, and it was triggering my sensor. So another error come up, and you know, you're wondering what it is. Tip number 7. So make sure your batteries, before you switch on your diesel heater, make sure it says around 12.6. So 12.6 is a full battery, but obviously when you press OK, they will drop down to about 11.4 volts or something like that. So make sure you got the right amount of power to switch on your diesel heater. So that's why I recommend to switch on your alternator, and then you'll be good to go. Tip number 8. I said it in my last video, usually I have mine on a low setting, but since I've had this issue, give your diesel heater a blast out before you switch it off. Yeah, I do recommend that now. I do really recommend it. Yeah, just blast it for 5 minutes on full power and then switch it off. Tip number 9. Check your fuel cable, check your pump, check all your Jubilee clips, check your cables, and you'll be good to go. It's so simple. So people, I just mentioned all the top things what will give you an error code right there, even your glow plug. I'm not sure if I mentioned it. So your glow plug, obviously, that's one of the first things you should check as well. You can do tests on your glow plugs to make sure they ignite and stuff like that, and you can power them up to see if they glow and shit like that, but that's down to you. Just Google it, it's all there, the information is in your face. But if you just followed what I just told you, make sure you check your connections, your jubilee clips, no leaks, everything I just told you. I'm telling you now, you have a working diesel heater. So if you had an issue, peeps, and you just done what I just told you to do, click the thumbs up button, like and share and subscribe, that's all I'm asking, and bonjour to you. So now Hobbies and Gadgets is going, peeps. Let me give you a little look around the van. Actually, I'm going to give you a little look around the van. As you can see, let me show you. As you can see, I've got rid of the L-shaped sofa. I'm going to modify this now. So this slides out. I'm going to have one here, so I have more storage, and it's going to slide out over to the kitchen unit. I'm still working on the sink. Got to build some more storage here. I'm working on the cameras again. I'm going to change the PVR. I'll keep you updated on the next PVR I'm getting. But yeah, it's night time now. See, 12.2. If I switch off loads of shit, all this just jumps back up like crazy. And obviously I've got another battery down there what I need to hook up. Let me just move this to show you. This was a bit of boarding from my old sofa. Hold on, peeps. Loving the fridge. So this is the diesel part what I built. What's going here, this is going to slide out, this fridge. I'm going to have another little worktop. I'm going to have a log burner here, the cubic, and then it's going to drop down here, joint onto here, so it makes this bed 6 foot. This is going to slide out obviously to here. Then I've got all this walkway still. I might put something here now, I'm not really sure, because I'm still playing around with my inverter. I love that inverter. I know someone messaged me the other day about it as well. I'm not sure if it's got a fuse inside, buddy, but I've never had an issue. Like, I'm running power tools all the time with it, you know what I mean? Charging up Makitas and everything. Never had an issue, but if you need help, I will dismantle it for you tomorrow and I'll have a look for you if you need any help. But yeah, let me show you the shower and toilet. I'm thinking about hardwire the actual gas line in the back of the wall now. Still got to finish off this cupboard. Done a bit up here. No. This is going to be my magnet cupboard, so I've got to grind off all these little screws. Yeah, I'm going to put a nice magnet cupboard here, I think. I savaged the foam off the L thing, so I destroyed it. I don't care about that. You waste money sometimes. The shower, yeah, oh my god, this never leaked. This is brilliant. I'm gonna give it another coat. I'm not sure why, but I'm just gonna give it another coat. I wanted to coat it in that white flexi seal, but this just worked out brilliantly. I'm still waiting for the plastics to plastic all these bits off. You know, I painted it for extra protection because obviously it's wood. I've done some up here. Got this. I wasn't happy with this joining here, but I'll sort that out. Sort that bit out. The shower worked brilliantly. Still got to get most of the silicone off. Just being lazy, to be honest, peeps. Got a bit of paint on my toilet. The toilet worked brilliantly. Battery charger here. My electrics. I'm just happy with that sink. Just put it away, get rid of it. So it's going to be a table like this, but a bit bigger on this side, so I can put my laptop, do my little computer work, and you know, I moved my diesel heater controller here. I am going to upgrade that, I think, to the next one. I'm not really sure. And that's about it, peeps. So anything you see, or I don't know, you want to know, I still got to carpet these. And well, I don't think I'm going to carpet these. I think I'm going to use some kind of sticky lino or something. I don't know, we'll see. I've got to build the drawer still, but it's coming together. It's coming together. We're camping like this. Smoke alarm. Carbon monoxide tester down there, Pete. Make sure it's on the floor, not up the top, like a lot of plumbers have been doing. Carbon monoxide goes down, not up. Yeah. Smoke goes up, but the fumes stay down. but the smoke rises. So maybe a carbon monoxide is good to put up top as well, but I heard that gases and, you know, like fumes always stay ground level. So yeah, got a box off down there. I notched this out really nicely, so that fits in there lovely. Okay peeps, I gave you enough of my bullshit tour. But stay tuned. I'll keep you updated on a few more things what I've got. Well, I've got loads of different things. I've got a washing machine to do a review on. I love the washing machine. What else have I got? I've got a few more gadgets and stuff to install in the van. I do want to put aircon in. So what do you reckon? Should I put aircon in? I was thinking about removing this one because that takes some electric. That does 5 amps an hour. But yeah, I was thinking about putting an air conditioning unit because I found an air conditioning unit, this is no joke, £200, and according to their info, it's good on electric. So yeah, I might get it and see what happens. Alright guys, I might as well show you my pants now. Okay, Hobbies and Gadgets now signing out. Peace out, stay safe. Hopefully this video helps you, gave you a bit of knowledge there, and if it does, don't forget to smash the like button. Peace.